In today's video, I'm going to share with you what I think are the top 5 solo businesses in GTA 5 Online. This list is going to have a combination of passive and active businesses. An active business requires you to put your actual attention and time into the money-making process, so that's usually done through a mission, for example. Whereas a passive business generates money or value for you in the background while you're doing other things during the game. With that being said, let's get into number 5. In 5th place is the bunker, and this is a passive business. Essentially, the way it works is you go to it, you restock supplies, a team at the bunker is then going to create product which you could later on sell for a profit. The cheapest one you could find goes for $1,165,000, and in order to maximize your money with it, you're gonna have to get the equipment and staff upgrade, which is another $1.75 million. Once you've done that, all you gotta do is go to your bunker, go over to your laptop, buy supplies for 75 grand, wait 2 hours and 20 minutes, and then you'll be able to sell that stock for $210,000, meaning you've earned a profit of $135,000 in 2 hours and 20 minutes, which works out to about $57,900 an hour. Now, there are other businesses that make more money per hour than the bunker, but what's great about the bunker is that if you resupply it once and sell after that first resupply, you're guaranteed to only have one sell vehicle, which makes things a lot easier as a solo player. It's also very low maintenance, so all you gotta do is just resupply, sell the stock, rinse and repeat. It's a great way to make money on the side, make money passively, and you could do one ammo drop off every in-game day for $50,000. And with that being said, let's get into number 4. In the number 4 spot is the newest business in GTA 5 Online, the Acid Lab. This thing is incredible. Once again, it's another passive income business, so it's gonna make you money in the background. All you gotta do once again is restock supplies and then later sell that on for a profit. It's different than the other ones where in order to purchase it, you actually have to do missions to unlock it. So there's gonna be 6 first dose missions that you have to do in the game that become available once you get a call from Ron. Once you've done those 6 missions and also a setup mission for the business, you'll be able to purchase it for $750,000 from Mutt at the Freak Shop. Luckily for us, those setup missions are 1, pretty fun to do, they're like a story mode mission, and 2, will actually earn us 500 grand, so that's going towards the price of the business already. And in order to maximize your money with the Acid Lab, you'll have to get the equipment upgrade, which will cost $250,000, but you first have to complete 10 Fooligan missions. Luckily for us, once again, they each pay out $100,000 currently, so we're actually making more money than we're spending. That whole process will take about 10 hours, but once you've done that, all you gotta do is go supply it. You can either steal supplies or buy supplies. I suggest buying them for $60,000, either by calling Mutt or talking to him in the Acid Lab. You'll have to do that twice because 1.6 batches of supplies will completely fill up your Acid Lab in 4 hours. You'll then be able to go on and sell that stock for just over $500,000 if you do it in a public lobby with 25 people or more. Once again, you're only ever going to get one sell mission for this, which is really good, makes it very solo friendly. And because the cost of supplies works out to $96,000 and you're making just over 500 grand when selling, that works out to about $100,000 per hour in profit, which means we're almost doubling how much we're making from the bunker. I think Rockstar did a great job with this business. You have fun missions to play to unlock it. It essentially pays for itself. Being able to call Mutt to service supplies, unlike the bunker where you actually have to go to the bunker and purchase supplies, makes things a lot easier, and having one sell vehicle makes it great for solo players, and that's why it's in the number 4 spot. The number 3 spot goes to our first active business on the list, the agency. The agency business essentially requires you to complete contract missions to earn big paydays. The cheapest one you could buy is for $2,010,000, and there's 4 ways to make money. First, you have security contracts. These are simple, like 5-minute missions, and the most efficient ones will pay out between $30,000 and $50,000. But what's important about these contracts is they help you make more money with our second way to earn money, and that is passively with the wall safe at the agency. So every in-game day, a certain amount of money will be deposited into your wall safe. You have to do 0 work for it, completely passive. All you gotta do is just go to the safe and collect it once it's full. And for every security contract that you complete, an extra $100 will be added to the amount that's deposited into your wall safe every in-game day. So if you were to do 100 security contracts, you would then have $10,000 deposited into that wall safe every 48 minutes. There's a cap at $20,000, but that's a great way to make money because you have to do absolutely nothing. The third way to make money is payphone hits. They're essentially just assassination missions. If you do it, complete a challenge, you will earn $85,000 in about 5 minutes of work. You could only do these once every 20 minutes though, so there is a cooldown, but they are very simple and a great way to make extra cash. And the fourth way to make money is by far the best. It is the Dr. Dre contract. You will earn $1 million for about 1.5 hours of work. There's going to be many different missions you have to complete, and at the very end you will earn the payday of $1 million. I have to say the agency is a great way to make money. There's no waiting for cooldowns for the most part, so you're able to get cash very quick. But it is not the most efficient way to make money actively, which we will talk about later in the video. We are now at the number 2 spot, which goes to the best passive income business in the game, the nightclub. The way it works is essentially you have technicians assigned to source certain types of product. Once they source enough product and your warehouse is full, you go on to sell that product for a profit. Unlike the bunker or the acid lab where you're buying supplies, all you're doing is assigning technicians to source product. They do all the work for you and you do just one sell mission at the very end. It is by far the most passive business while also making the most amount of money passively. Now there are 7 different types of products that your technicians can source, but there's 5 of them that are the best. And this is where the tricky part comes in. For each type of product that the technician can source, you're going to have to own a corresponding business in the game. So you can see right away that this is going to be more expensive and a little bit more complex, but I'll break it down for you. First, you're going to have to get the nightclub. The cheapest one goes for $1,080,000, and you have to get the equipment upgrade for just over $1.4 million. Hiring 4 technicians will be needed to maximize money. They will cost just under $900,000. And the 5 products that you're going to want to assign them to source are going to be cargo and shipments, sporting goods, South American imports, pharmaceutical research, and cash creation. And in order to do that, the 5 businesses you're going to have to own is either a hangar or a CEO cargo crate warehouse for cargo and shipments, a bunker for sporting goods, the white stuff lockup for South American imports, the blue stuff lab for pharmaceutical research, and then of course your cash factory for cash creation. So all in, nightclub, upgrades, technicians, businesses, you're looking at almost $9 million. It is a massive investment, but what I will say, it is by far the best passive income business. Having technicians assigned to all 5 of those products will earn you over $50,000 every single hour. Now the sell mission is just like the other ones. There's going to be 1 sell vehicle, so it's very solo friendly. Keep in mind though that Tony, the manager of the nightclub, will take a 10% cut, but it's maxed out at 100 grand. So if you were to sell for over 1 million, you're going to earn as much money as possible. And if you sell in public lobbies, you'll also earn more money per player. So that's just 2 little tips for that. That's only the first way to make money with the nightclub. The second way is even more passive and even easier. Just like the agency, every single in-game day, you're going to have a certain amount of money deposited into your wall safe, depending on how popular your nightclub is. And it will show you in the game what your nightclub popularity is at. If it's high, you will earn $50,000 every in-game day, which is incredible. Keeping your popularity high is pretty simple. Either you're going to hire a new DJ, do a popularity mission. There's a few ways to do it, but it's simple, easy to do, and it takes the earnings per hour for the nightclub over $100,000. And that's what makes a nightclub the best passive business. You don't have to put much work into it, and it makes you a ton of money. With that being said, let's get into number 1. Finally, we've reached the number 1 spot, and this should come to no surprise. It is the best active income business in the entire game. You make millions so easily. It is the Cayo submarine. This business allows you to do the Cayo Perico heist, which is by far the most efficient and best way to make money in the game. The submarine alone costs $2.2 million, but I also suggest getting the Sparrow helicopter with it and having missiles attached to it for another $2 million. The heist is very simple. It should only take about 40 minutes to an hour to complete all the setups and the finale, and on average you will be earning $1.2 million or more. Considering you're only putting about 40 to 60 minutes into it, that is an insane amount of money. The only caveat is for us solo players is there's a cooldown of almost 3 hours after you do the heist, so keep that in mind. But regardless, it is by far the best way to make money, and that's why it's number 1 on the list. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like. If you are new, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Peace.